Vex Network.
This is Dumb for Love, a twice-monthly podcast celebrating hope, heartache, and the ridiculous lengths humans will go to in the name of love. What's the dumbest thing you've done for love?
Hey, it's Jean Morrison, your host of Dumb for Love, and I'm back. Did you miss me? Well, I missed you, but I gotta say that releasing my band's new single was amazing, and so was the response. So make sure that you check it out at morrisonpoe.org. That is MorrissonPoe.org. You can also find my band on all social media outlets at Morrison Poe. So, for those of you just joining us, Dumb for Love is a podcast that gives us a chance to share our stories of love, relationships, and maybe make you feel a little bit better, purging and closure, for all those dumb things we've done or things people have done to us in the name of love. I'm so excited to have you back on this adventure with me. Hello to all the new listeners. Come and play with us. You won't regret it. So, lovers, we've received a lot of new music submissions and we can't wait to share them with you on the next episode. We want you and your music on our show. So if you'd like to be featured on an episode and be added to our Spotify playlist, we would love to have you. Any genre is accepted. Please go to our website for submission details. Got a juicy story to tell? Or maybe things that make you just slap your forehead and say, "What the hell was I thinking?" Either way, we want to hear it. Here's how you can be on our show. Dumb for Love Quickies. Kinda shy? Dumb for Love Quickies are perfect for you. You can call us up, leave a voicemail, or send in an email for us to read on the air. For whichever way floats your boat, go to the Tell Us Your Story section on our website. Also make sure to follow us on all social media platforms via @DumbForLove. That's DUMB4LOVE. We're on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Tumblr, YouTube, and now being hosted on SoundCloud. You can also sign up for our mailing list on our website. So, are you ready? Enjoy the ride. Let's get on with the show. So on today's show, I would like to welcome LaTissa, coming all the way again from North Carolina. Hello, LaTissa.
Hi, how are you?
I am doing great. How are you doing?
I am doing fabulous. Thanks for asking.
That is wonderful. I am imagining you on this call, laying down, being all sexy, about to tell me a stupid Dumb for Love story because men don't even know. They need to just figure it out. Laying there looking beautiful going, oh, you know what?
Yes, I'm laying here like I'm on a Chase lounge and I have my blanket upon me and my fan is going.
That's what I'm saying. And somebody's feeding you grapes and it's just like a whole moment.
I should grab some grapes. That's a good idea.
So, ladies, here is a PSA. North Carolina is the 8th circle of dating hell. Don't do it. I'm getting so many stories from North Carolina and that is saddening me.
And I believe every single one of them because this place is becoming trash. So yes, absolutely.
Oh, I can't believe it. Okay. Just come to me. Come to St. Pete.
I'm going to have to.
Yes. Men are beautiful. Women are beautiful. I'm telling you, I have like a crooked neck looking here, looking there. I'm like, oh my God, look at that guy. Oh my God, look at that girl. Oh my God. I'm telling you, everybody's really pretty.
Yeah. Whenever I go to Florida, I always feel like the country bumpkin. And see all these beautiful tan people, with their lovely legs out and their little shorts. And I'm like, let me grab my jeans and my t-shirt because I don't deserve to be here.
No, of course you do. You are hot and sexy. Don't you lie to the people tuning into this show. This is a show of truth and stories of Dumb for Love. So why don't we get into this? Because I can't even imagine somebody not doing you right. I certainly would do you right. So I don't know what this person's problem is. So let's get into the story.
That and figure it out.
If your story had a title, what would it be?
The title would be Pastrami is Bad for Your Heart. That's the title of
Okay. So you're calling this guy Pastrami.
You're calling him Pastrami.
I love
because
this.
He's the Italian guy I met at Subway, not because of his penis.
Well, because that might have been a heart salami.
That might have been a salami.
Ah, heart salami in the pants.
This is just pastrami.
Okay. Let's have it.
So let's go back in time to February 2013. I'm just about to turn 30 at this point. Been out of a relationship for about a year. So I was having that kind of sort of a, lifetime crisis where you're like, hey, I wonder if something is wrong with me, that I'm not finding a good guy, that I'm not dating a lot. Like I was having that moment in my life.
Right.
So I read this book called The Year of Yes. And so technically it's biographical, but I feel like it's fiction based on what happened. So the book was basically this woman who had moved to New York. She was in her mid-20s and she decided, because her love life was just completely fucked up, that she was just going to say yes to any man that asked her out for a year.
Okay.
Whether he was, not attractive, if he was older, younger, whatever. She was just going to say yes and just experience it and go from there with her life. And so I was like, you know what? That's not a bad idea, because all of my friends, and they still tell me this, and they're probably right. They say I'm too picky about guys.
No.
They say that I have a type and I stick to my type. And I'm just like, no, I don't think I'm picky. I just know what I like. And I don't really shy away from that. But maybe that's why I'm not meeting these guys who really want to long-term date anyone.
I think that there's a fine line between picky and settling. Yes. And I think you just don't want to settle. Yes. Because I think that if you did, you'd find someone tomorrow. But if you have something in mind that you know is going to fill your heart, then you're doing the right thing.
Right.
Because I promise you, most of them are married going, oh, I got married. But they're laying there staring at the ceiling going, fuck, I got married.
Exactly. You're absolutely right. And that's the way I feel about that. But, when you have people giving you advice and, you kind of want to hear, hey, if I'm doing something completely wrong, at least give me some kind of inclination. So I kind of took all that to heart. And I was like, maybe I am being too hard on guys I meet. Maybe I am dismissing guys too early. I was going through that. And so I was like, if a guy asks me out, I'm just going to say yes. Go on more dates and just kind of figure out what I want, see what's out there. So one day I was at Subway, as we do, getting a sandwich. And I go sit by the window at my little high top table and I'm reading a book or something, being a nerd. And I see these construction guys come in. And I'm like, oh, that guy's kind of cute. Kind of your, I don't want to say stereotypical, but like your Italian construction guy, kind of thin, but he's built. He has like the scruffiness on the face, hard hat on, the white, dirty shirt and the jeans and the boots. I'm like, okay, he's cute. Country, dirty, cute guy. Okay. And I see him, but I don't he's not my typical kind of cute. So it wasn't oh my God, he's so hot. Let me go hump his leg in the line for the sandwich.
But he caught your eye.
Caught my eye. He was handsome. So I go back to my book. I don't think anything of it until I see the same group of guys are now sitting at the booth 2 booths down from me. Mm-hmm. And he is happening to be sitting at the booth that is facing me. And he is now staring at me. I'm like, oh, okay. I've made eye contact. He doesn't come over or anything. And I am not the kind of girl to come over. I don't do that. I still don't do that.
Oh.
Again, I should probably try and do these things. But at this point, I'm definitely not that girl that approaches a guy. So I chalk it all to, oh, cute guy at Subway. And I start packing up my things. And I go refill my sweet tea at the soda fountain.
Mm-hmm.
So I go over there and I'm filling up and hear someone say, did you enjoy your lunch? And I look over to my left and it is the guy. He has come over to fill up his drink. Coincidentally.
Of course.
And so I said, yeah, it was good. And he, opens up with, do you come here a lot for lunch? And I'm like, no, not really. It was a whole different location I usually go. And it's just a very pleasant, well, this is my name, my name is, and we're going to call him Pastrami because.
So he comes over and he starts, hey.
Yeah, and it's a pleasant, there's no corny line or nothing. It was very genuine, the approach. So we just kind of chatted and he asked for my number and I said, yeah, sure. And so we exchanged numbers and he said, do you mind if I text you? I said, sure. And he said, it was nice to meet you. And we shook hands and I left. It was a very pleasant, refreshing exchange.
Sounds lovely.
Yes. So I said yes to the date, essentially, accepting the phone number and everything. He texted me as our generation does now. He texted me and we had conversations through text. Again, no red flags, nothing weird.
He didn't send you a picture of his pastrami?
No pastrami photos.
Okay.
I know, right? So I'm like, oh, this is a nice guy who's not sending me dick pics like as soon as he gets my number. And
I was just thinking about you, baby.
Very like flattered. Like it's the small things.
Yeah, I know.
Life.
It's so sad that like that has become our new meter. Oh, he didn't send me any dick pics. He's a winner.
Right.
How did we get here?
No penis and balls and my phone. Like the 90s all over again. It's great. So again, no red flags, nothing weird. So I agreed to an official date with this guy.
Okay.
So he asked me where I want to go, and I had to fill him out because I don't know how cultured he is at this point. So I didn't want to be like, let's go get French food if he doesn't know French food. So I was like, I'm pretty open. And he suggested Indian. I was like, okay, sure, let's go get Indian food. And then he asked me my favorite flowers, and I told him. And so when we met for our date, he brought me the flowers that I said I liked. The guy brought flowers on the first date and met me at the restaurant, and he was actually dressed nice. And I was like, oh my God, what is happening? This never happens to me. Clean man, flowers, never happens. And it should be happening all the time.
Bare minimums.
Right. We go inside and we have a seat. So now I am somewhat on alert because I want to see how he interacts, not only with me as a first date, but how he interacts in this cultural ethnic restaurant.
Okay.
Because it's someone I don't know, and I'm having a bit of a stereotype moment here because I'm like, okay, construction guy I met at a Subway, and now we're in an Indian restaurant. So I was kind of on guard.
Smart.
You never know. And again, North Carolina, as we've been learning, right?
Yep.
So we have the date, and I learned that he was originally from New York. He's Italian, moved to North Carolina. He's here with his mother. Red flag, or pink flag, I guess, number one. He lives with his mother at this point.
Okay.
He is about my age, 30-ish-year-old guy. Living with his mother. Okay.
Now, unless he's like, my mom is sick, I'm taking care of her, or she can't afford to live on her own, so I'm helping her out. That's different.
Right. And I think he had mentioned that he was helping her out. So I'm trying to be a different person at this point. So I let the flag fly over in the corner.
Saying yes.
Yes, I'm saying yes. So then he also tells me that he had ended a relationship recently with a Mexican girl.
He said with a Mexican girl?
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
No.
Like he made a point to tell me it was with a Mexican girl.
Yeah, like I'm sure that she had a name. He could have just said, hey, I ended my relationship with Jessica.
Right.
And we were dating for 2 years.
Right.
The fact that he had to say a Mexican girl, what the fuck?
Yeah. Other than that, though, the dinner itself went well. He didn't act weird with, ordering food or with the staff. He didn't do anything to embarrass me, which is very important as well. Mm-hmm. And so I was like, okay, this actually went all right. The 2 flags are still there. I see them, waving in the breeze. But I'm like, you know what? They weren't crazy. He didn't tell me he stabbed someone or anything like that, because that's also happened to me before. So,
oh my God. We need a part 2. Okay. Let's just get through this one.
Right. So despite the 2 flags, I say this was a successful date. So then he asked me out again. I said, okay, sure, let's go out again. So the second time we went out for sushi. Again, it was a perfectly fine date. No flowers this time. So we ended that streak. But again, nice guy. Like, we talked about life goals and things. And again, nothing weird. Like, perfectly fine. At this point, I am getting more comfortable with him. This is the second date. We haven't kissed. We haven't bumped uglies. We haven't dry humped. He has not sent me any penis pictures. Like, it's been very respectable.
Okay.
Right. So I'm like, okay, the year of yes is going well. This is like week 2 of the year of yes. So we agreed to a third date. Date 3 was going to be going to the movies. At this point, we've always done a dinner where we talk. So this would have been the first kind of like non-talking activity that we've done.
Okay.
And at this point, I was reset thinking, okay, I might let him touch my butt tonight. This might be the night.
What did he do to warrant the butt touching? Because your butt is magnificent.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you. Well, again, it was the fact that we've been out and he had been super respectful. He'd been appearing to be genuinely interested in learning about me, asking about, my past and my family and, goals and hopes and dreams and all the fun, fluffy butterfly things. Like he actually seemed genuinely interested.
Right.
He hadn't tried to make a pass at me. Like he hadn't tried to grope me or hug me when I didn't want to be hugged or try to go in for a kiss when I didn't want a kiss. It felt like that old school dating thing that you heard about, you know, in books and old TV shows. And it felt good to be courted and wanted and interested in, you know, like it felt good.
Yeah, because he wasn't trying to like be all handsy or be pushy on you. And so you were like, you know what? This is refreshing. I'm refreshed right now.
I didn't feel rushed into anything, into trying to get to know him faster because we got to get to the sex. But there was none of that.
Right.
And you don't have that often. I still don't have that often.
Did you want to have sex with him though? Like, were you thinking, I
was ready to at least make out with him to see if I liked it.
Okay.
Because I wanted to make sure that the physical chemistry was there because, again, he wasn't really my type physically. He was shorter, about my height, a little bit shorter than me, and also smaller than me. And that's not really my type, but the New York Italian thing is totally my type. So I was in it for that, for sure.
Okay.
But I had to warm up to it, like the physicality of it. I had to warm up to that. So I was getting there. I was ready to at least like try and make out with the guy.
Let him make out with you. Let him touch your butt.
Yeah. I was like, well, we're going to the movie. So this would be the perfect time to, you know, in the dark, close proximity, greasy hands from popcorn, the whole nine. Like I was ready to try it out. So we agreed, I think it was a Saturday night, and we were going to go to the big theater out in Garner, North Carolina. So traveling out to the country to go to the movies. I remember it being a rainy night. What
was the movie that you were going to see?
Django Unchained.
Okay.
So, for those of you out there who don't know what Django Unchained is about, it is a Tarantino film, and it is about slave rebellion, and it is amazing and just, it's a heavy movie.
Yeah.
Especially with someone that you're just dating who is not Black.
This was a test.
This was a test. Now, he suggested the movie.
Oh, okay. Okay.
I will tell you, at that moment, I was like, okay, maybe he's a big Tarantino fan. Maybe he's a Jamie Foxx fan. Let's just go see the freaking movie. So I was a little like, I had a half a flag. The flag was creeping up, and I said, nope, I put it back down. Like, no, we're just going to, maybe he's just really into Quentin Tarantino. He's going to put the flag down. It's fine. It's fine.
Okay.
So again, it's raining, which should have been a foreshadow moment.
It's a rainy night.
It's a dark and stormy night. And as we girls tend to do sometimes, I met up with a girlfriend of mine who also lives in Garner beforehand, just to kind of like get my girliness out and, you know, kind of wait it out until I was going to meet him at the theater.
Yeah.
So our plan was to meet at the theater. We had a time set to meet prior to the movie starting. So I get there, I park, I'm waiting outside of the theater for him because we haven't ordered tickets. It was before pre-ordering tickets and all that stuff happened. So I was waiting for him so we could buy our tickets. So I'm waiting outside. It's been like 5 minutes. Okay. About 10 minutes. 15 minutes. He is still not there. So I text him like, hey, where are you? And he's like, oh, I'm almost there. I'm just running late. I said, okay. Another 5 minutes roll by. Another 10 minutes roll by. So he is now like 30 minutes late.
Yeah, he's 30 minutes late. And how soon was the movie going to start?
Like 15 minutes.
Ugh, I hate that. Don't make me miss the motherfucking previews. We will have a bad day.
Right. Because I was like, we had time to get snacks.
Yeah.
You know, find some seats and get comfy.
Yep.
He has messed up this whole plan at this point. So I now call him. Now I'm like worried that he went to the wrong theater or something. So I call and it just rings and goes to voicemail. I'm like, what the fuck? So I text him. I'm like, dude, where are you? And he's like, oh, I'm here. Don't you see me?
Are you invisible?
Right. No, I don't see you. Where are you? No response. So now I'm like pissed, right?
Oh, Jesus.
So I'm looking, I don't see the guy. So I asked the attendant, like, can I just see if the person I'm meeting is inside? He says he's here. Because again, I'm trying not to really believe this dude has like stood me up.
Yeah.
I don't see him inside. I come back out like I promised I would. I'm waiting. It is now like 45 minutes. And I see his little short ass walking up from the parking lot. And I'm just like staring him down because I'm just like, you are so late and you are a liar. Like I am pissed.
Why did he say, don't you see me? Or why did he keep saying, hey, I'll be there in 5 minutes. I'll be there in 5 minutes. Just be like, look, I had a hell of a day. It's raining. Right. I'm going to be so late. I'm so sorry. I'll be there in a minute. Well, rush. I'll buy you all the snacks you want. Why did he keep playing the stupid fucking game of, don't you see me? I'm over here. Like, what the fuck was that?
Right. And so I asked him, I said, dude, what the fuck? Like, I was looking for you. And he was like, oh, well, I was just running late and I just want to play a joke on you.
Ha 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 ha. It's like, dude, it's the third date.
Third date. I'm like, well, now we're late. And like, and I've been out here in this rain and it's cold. And he's like, oh, I'm sorry. Well, let's just go ahead in. So another theater was playing Django at a time that was closer. It's like, okay, fine. We'll just go to the later one.
Right.
So we go in, we get snacks. I paid for my own ticket.
He didn't even buy your ticket. Okay, motherfucker's late and he doesn't even buy your ticket.
So now my flag is up. The one that I tried to push down about wanting to go see the black movie, that flag is now up and the second flag is halfway up.
And you had to buy your own snacks?
I had to buy my own snacks. Yes, I did.
You could have had a date with yourself. You didn't even have to wait for this fuck. Ugh, boo.
Boo, exactly. So at this point, I'm feeling old LaTissa rising up because at this point, I would have just been like, you know what? I'm going to go see something else and just been gone. But I was really trying to see this year of yesing through. Like, I was really trying to be like, okay, maybe I'm just really picky or really like, I just wanted to be like, let's not dismiss him yet. I was still clinging to this notion that, you know, I'm just going to say yes and just go with it and just get through this. And maybe it'll be wonderful by the end of the date.
So hopeful.
I was wrong. So we get into the theater and we sit down. At this point, the previews are on. So I get to see some previews.
Okay, good.
We sit towards the back and there's like a couple people around us, but it's pretty empty in the theater. It's not, you know, packed out crazy Saturday night. And there's a couple in front of us, the African-American couple. This is important later.
Okay.
They're sitting in front of us. We take our coats off and everything and we get eating our snacks. And he goes, hey, do you want some gum? And I was like, oh, is my breath stinking? Like, oh my God, like, maybe I need to take some gum. And I was like, maybe, what kind is it? And he goes, oh, it's watermelon. I bet you'll like it.
No.
He made a watermelon joke.
No.
To a black girl.
LaTissa, tell me that didn't happen.
Like, I couldn't believe it.
I cannot believe that he did that. Did he really do that?
Yeah.
And he thought nothing of it. Ha ha ha, here.
Nope.
Okay, let's just go down the list. Motherfucker's late. You have to go to another theater. You almost missed your previews. Yeah. You had to buy your own ticket. You have to buy your own snack. Yeah. You sit down. Yeah. You're giving this bitch another chance. Then he's like, hey, do you want some gum? Making you feel insecure about your breath. You're like, sure, maybe. Yes. What kind is it? He says, watermelon.
Yep.
You would probably like this flavor.
Yeah. And said it with like the smug smile of that was a great joke on his face.
Oh.
Because I was staring at him and trying not to stab him in the throat.
I would have smacked him in the face. I would have pushed the whole motherfucking pack of gum down his throat and been like, choke on your joke.
I think I blanked out in that moment. Like, I think my eyes went completely black and my ears stopped. I think everything just stopped working. I do remember hearing from the person in front of us. Again, the black couple. Who is sitting in front of us?
They are like, bitch, run. Get out.
And I looked at him and I went, what the fuck did you just say to me? And he's like, watermelon gum. And I'm like, do you think that's funny? And he went, yeah. I said, you made a watermelon joke to a black girl. And he was like, what? I thought it was funny. And I said, no, it was not funny. Actually, it was very rude.
It's racist and disgusting, rude and disrespectful, and a bunch of other things I can't even say because I'm so mad right now.
I was so mad I couldn't think. I didn't say a word else to him, like, throughout the movie.
LaTissa.
I stayed.
My beautiful queen.
Stayed.
You stayed.
I stayed.
Why?
I don't know why I stayed. I really don't know why I stayed.
I'm going to just say that you were in shock.
I really think I was just in shock. I remember like sitting there and just kind of stewing. While I'm watching this slave rebellion film in front of me.
And here now you're even more uncomfortable because you have this fucker to your left. You are watching a movie that is so hard-hitting about fucking racism and slavery. Yes. Now you realize he's a racist.
Yes.
We as women have been programmed to be made to feel like we can't be rude. We can't stand up for ourselves. We can't just get up and walk out. Like we have to be these like, you know, creatures that are dateable and lovable and adorable. And it's like, I'm a human fucking being. And if you say something that's racist, if you say something that's bullshit, I'm going to walk the fuck out because I am not here to make you a better man, make you a better fucking human being.
Amen.
If you, as a woman, tell a guy, I am not into you, then you're a bitch.
Immediately,
you are a bitch. Or a million other words that I can say right now.
Make a joke. Don't be a bitch about it. It's just a joke.
It's just a joke. I mean, fuck you, asshole.
Right.
I'm sorry.
So now it's all coming together.
I can't imagine being on a date with someone and them offering me a fucking chimichanga from their backpack like a freak.
No.
I would be like, bitch, you need to get the fuck out of my way. And I would have stood up because I bought my own goddamn ticket.
Yes.
And I would have moved to another seat because I want to see this movie. And you can take your broke, racist, piece of shit ass home and go jack off to porn in your mom's basement. Bobby. And you know that he's watching this interracial porn because he's that guy.
Absolutely. He's totally that guy.
I'm so disgusted.
Yes. Oh, but the date's not done.
Oh my God. Interracist porn. That's what he watches. Interracist porn. Okay.
Yeah. It is, yeah.
So,
and I don't know if it's the stuff where the girl is probably doing crazy stuff or if the guy. I don't know.
Oh, no.
I don't know.
It is probably the girl because, of his fantasies, in quotes, as my fingers are moving like crazy right now that you guys can't see. I'm like, I'm like losing my mind. Oh, my God. I want to go with you on every date. And I'm going to sit on the other side. And I'm just going to be like, LaTissa, we got to go. We got to go. We have seen that movie Get Out, and it's time to get out.
I know. If I had seen Get Out by this point, I probably would have.
Oh, my God. So wait, there's more? Holy
There's a little bit more.
Okay.
Just a little bit more.
Let me have it.
So again, I don't know the word. I guess flabbergasted at this point. Like, I'm sitting there. This whole thing just happened. And now my girl detective cap is on. I'm like, okay, he made the comment about the Mexican girlfriend. He wants to see this very black movie. He's making the watermelon joke. And I'm just like, at this point, I am, the year of yes is damned. Like, it is gone. We have rewound the year and it is over. Like, I am just like, this is not happening. I'm not seeing him again after this. Like, this is ridiculous. Like, he has got to go. And then, like, I'm also staring at him like, you better not laugh during any parts of this movie. Like, I am just, like, hot at this point, right?
Oh, yeah.
I don't say another word to him. I can't even really, like, enjoy the movie like I really wanted to. Mm-hmm. Like, I want to laugh at some stuff, but I don't want him to see me having fun because that would negate the anger. So, like, I purposely am just not having fun so he can feel me not having fun and being angry. So he'll know, like, his time is up. Like, it is over.
Good.
So we get through the movie. I won't spoil the movie. I know it's been like 6 years. It's fine. I'm not going to spoil the movie.
I see dead people. No, it's fine. I mean, like, if people haven't seen it by now, then that's just their problem.
Right. So, Jamie Foxx kills everybody and he saves Kerry Washington's character and everything. And so happy ending. Yay. Crazy white people are dead.
Yes.
So movie's done. Lights come up. There's chatter among the audience. And so at this point, I'm like, okay, my coat is on. I'm ready to get the fuck out of here. And he was like, did you enjoy the movie? I'm like, yeah, it was good. That's the answer. Like, yeah, it was good. And he was like, awesome. He's like, I figured you would like it, since all the slaves won at the end.
I can't take any more of this.
That's what you want to see. And I was like,
did he keep going with it? No. Because that's what you want to see, right? Yeah. Because that's what you want to see.
He kept going with it. Like, again.
That's like if somebody took me to go see Made in Manhattan because she's Hispanic like me, and I want to see that a Spanish girl can make it out of the ghettos. Yeah. You know what I mean?
It's
like, are you fucking kidding me right now? Oh my, I can't. It's not even comparable to what you went through. Even to what I just said, which would piss me the fuck off. It's not even close. It's not even close. I mean.
And so at this point, I'm done. Like, how dare you? Like that, like, there is no way that could have been construed as a joke. Like, that was not from a funny place. That was from a very racist place, from the pit of your underbelly. So at this point, I look at him and I went, what is fucking wrong with you?
I love you.
And at this point, the couple in front of me have now, like, looked back at us and have scurried away. They have scurried away. And he was like, what? And I said, that was a racist ass thing to say to me. He's like, why? I mean, like, don't you want the slaves to be free? I'm like, no, that is not.
No, oh, come on. Don't even try to spin that shit.
Right. I was like, no, that is not the point. Like, you should not say a comment like that to any person of color.
Here is another PSA. Don't fucking say anything that you think is acceptable if you do not have proper melanin, okay? Just keep your fucking mouth shut. It's not funny. It doesn't seem like you are here for the people. You just come off like a racist dick.
Thank you. Thank you. Say it again for the people in the back.
Keep your fucking mouth shut.
Please.
Please, please, please. You're not saying anything that's helpful.
No.
It's not a joke.
Nope.
These jokes are not allowed to survive in this world anymore, okay?
Not at all.
Let me just say it. I don't care if you're a comedian and you're like, oh, nobody could take a joke. First of all, this guy wasn't a comedian.
At all.
He was a short little bitch on a date with you.
Yes.
And he's using every afforded opportunity to say the things he feels inside because of who he is, which is a racist.
Amen.
Okay, if you can make a racist comment from gum, bitch, you are a racist. Okay? Right. Period. So you look at him and you say, what the fuck is wrong with you? And he's like, I don't understand, and blah, blah, blah. And then what happens?
And I say, I'm ready to go home. At that point, I didn't even have the fight in me to argue. I was like, I'm ready to go home. And like, I couldn't even, I will say at that point in my life, I had never dealt with blatant racism like that. You know, like you hear, like you see it on TV, you hear movies, and living in the country, you know, I've seen KKK flags flying up and down the street. You know, I've seen all that. I've heard white people call black people nigger. All of it. Yes. But for it to come to me directly from someone that I had let into my life like that, I was shocked.
Yeah.
I was shocked.
It's shocking.
It was shocking and upsetting. And I was just going between anger and sadness, like just going, like I couldn't even process it enough to really let him know like everything was wrong. So I shut down and I was like, I'm ready to go home. And I put on my coat and I am beelining out of there. He is somewhere walking behind me. I don't even care at this point. Like I am just walking and he followed me to my car. At this point, I still don't think it registered that I was angry and not having a good time anymore. So we get to my car and he was like, well, do you want to go have a drink at the bar? Because there was a bar next door. I was like, no, I'm going home. Are you sure? It's kind of early. No, I'm going home. I don't want to be out anymore. Okay. Well, like text me when you get home. No, I'm not going to do that. I just get in my car and I drive home. And I just get home and I just process it all. Because it was a lot. It was a lot of things that happened. Yeah. And then everything that had happened, you know, all those red flags are now really just waving in the sky. And I'm just like, I cannot believe I let all this happen. I mean, he completely duped me. Yeah. Like, did not know what to do at that point. And so I let it sit. I didn't call him or contact him for like 2 days. I didn't say a word. And then I had a conversation. I kind of rehashed it with some girlfriends. And we were obviously all in agreement that this guy would never, ever see me again. Good. But I wanted him to know why. Because, you know, it's easy to ghost someone. But I really needed him to know why he was never going to see me or talk to me again.
Which is so nice of you, because I would have let his dumbass figure it out. But I guess this was your moment of getting your moment back, which is good.
Yeah, like I had to let him know. And, you know, again, I think with the whole like year of yes thing, I didn't want, and then with my past relationship, with the things that happened with that, I just kind of had this feeling that I needed some kind of closure. The closure was going to be me telling him why he wasn't going to see me again. And that was more so closure for me than, you know, to be nice to him. I needed to be able to really be able to say, this is why, and to really get my emotions out to him. I needed that. I knew I needed that for my own sanity. Yeah. So I texted him and I was like, hey, we need to talk. Can I call? And he was like, yeah, sure, I'm free. So I called him. And I had never done like a breakup, anything. Like, I don't think people do that anymore. I don't think this is not really quite our dating culture anymore, where I actually had to be like, hey, so we're actually not going to see each other anymore. I don't want to see you anymore. And he's like, what? And I'm like, we're not going to be dating anymore. I don't want to see you anymore. Well, why? Like, what's wrong? Wow. And I basically had to rehash the entire evening. So I rehashed the being late and being rude and lying to me about being late. I didn't even bring up the me paying for my own snacks and ticket because in the grand scheme, I didn't even want to bring that up. It was peanuts compared to everything else that happened.
It was like the least important factor of the night.
Right. And I explained about the undertones of the watermelon joke and the slave victory joke. And his response was, well, I was really like nervous being out with you. And I was trying to make jokes to, kind of ease myself. And I didn't think anything of them. I just was trying to make funny jokes and be funny.
And so the only ones that he could come up with were racist. What about knock knock? Why did the fucking chicken cross the road? I mean, you have a...
I mean, to see that knock knock was going.
It's like... Okay. Are you ready? Knock knock.
Who's there?
Racist. The guy you were on a date with. Oh my God. Like, please, come on. It wasn't that you were nervous.
Right.
I've been on dates before and guys were nervous, and I promise you, they didn't tell me any racist jokes.
Right. And the fact that it was our third date, like, come on.
But thank God that he showed you his ass early, because if you would have slept with that fuck and then found out that he was racist,
Right?
There's no amount of Ajax in the world to scrub that off.
No. I would have felt I was going to let him touch me in my naughty bit.
Yes! His racist bent fingers.
Right. His racist watermelon gum covered fingers are going to touch me.
Just think about this. Think about what he could have said to you in bed, thinking it was appropriate.
Right.
Just let that melt into your brain for a little while.
Oh my God. Right.
So terrible. He was sad, disappointed. I can't believe we're not going to keep going out.
Right. He was like, well, like, can I have another chance? Like, I won't do any of that. And I was like, no, I'm done.
I won't do anything. I won't do any of that. I won't be stupid enough to open my mouth and show you that I'm racist.
Right. I'll stop my racism, or at least telling you the racist things, if you give me a second shot.
His red flag turned Confederate. I'm just saying.
So Confederate. Both sides.
Oh, no.
I know. Oh.
So did he ever try to call you back, or did he leave you alone?
He did not immediately. I think he did one of those kind of, it's been 3 months, let me test the waters and text her type of thing. Mm-hmm. And I didn't respond.
Good.
Yeah, so that was pastrami, and he abruptly ended my experiment of the year of yes, because I was like, fuck that shit. I'm going back to my icky ass ways and not dealing with that shit again.
Yeah, because you don't know anyone, and that is the truth. And I said this in episode 1. To me, everybody's a criminal until they're not. And so I'm going out with you. I don't know if you've been arrested. I don't know if you've, committed crimes. I don't know if you're a murderer. I don't know what you've done. Okay?
Right.
So you are on trial, literally, until I have figured you out.
Yes.
So for other people, I know that there are beautiful butterflies out there that are like, but you have to be so trusting. You're never going to find love. No, look, bitch, I'm never going to wind up in an alley. Okay. That's where I'm not going to wind up, because there's being trusting to the right people. Trust isn't just something you're supposed to give. Okay. It is not. We are not the Goodwill. Okay. Trust is something that is earned. Okay. So you have to. You have to earn my trust, just like I have to earn yours. It's a two-way street. You don't know that I'm not, some kind of crazy person. Now, I sound utterly violent on this podcast. I'm starting to realize this, but I just wanted to come across correctly. I just don't put up with bullshit. And that's the truth. And nobody out there, I don't care how fine he is, how pretty she is, do not believe the hype. Do not put up with bullshit. There is something out there better. And everybody's timeline in life is different. I don't care if Carol got married at 26. That's Carol's problem. Okay. So she shouldn't be making you feel bad, because you're taking your time so that you can actually meet your soulmate and have a happy life together. Because there's a difference between a marriage and a happy life.
Amen. Amen. My soul is like glowing right now.
That's That's what I'm here for. I'm here to make you're so close. Oh my goodness. So beautiful girl that had to endure this horrible situation. What do you feel like you learned from this?
Don't eat at Subway again.
Eat fresh.
No more eating fresh for me.
Okay. Don't get picked up at a Subway. Like maybe that's not a good.
At a Subway.
Okay.
Don't let the hard hats fool me.
I'm just saying, maybe don't get picked up at Subway. Maybe that just was not wrong.
Maybe not get picked up. I was thinking through the story before we were chatting. Mm-hmm. I was trying to think back to myself 6 years ago and try and think about like what I really learned from that. And I think, like you said, I think part of it, I learned that my process is okay. It's okay for me to be picky. It's okay for me to dismiss someone when I see that one red flag, because where there's one, there's going to be a gaggle. And
yes.
And I made it okay for me to be single, be by myself, and go through my process. I actually did feel a lot better about decisions I made about dating and men after that. Mm-hmm. I did feel a lot more secure about my choices because I realized you have to trust your gut in these things.
Yes.
And I should have trusted my gut when he mentioned the girlfriend the first time, and I should have trusted my gut when he showed up 45 minutes late, and I should have just been like, I'm going home. And I didn't, because I was trying to, even though the year of yes is not something that people normally do, I hope not. But I was essentially trying to force someone else's dating ideals onto myself.
Yes. Great lesson.
And then I realized that's just not me, and that's not going to be me, and I shouldn't force myself to be anyone but me.
That's right. Because a person that falls in love with you is your match. And if they don't get you, exactly. And if they are making you feel a way that you don't like, or you are finding yourself doing things that you wouldn't normally do and it's making you uncomfortable, then it's not your life.
Exactly.
I'm so proud of this lesson.
Oh,
because you are exceptional. You are you. And when that person rolls around, they're going to be so goddamn lucky to have you. Oh. Maybe the other lesson of this is date outside of North Carolina.
You know what?
Maybe this year of yes could happen somewhere else. Maybe broaden your, spectrum. Maybe that.
I do. I really do. I am willing to drive for a long distance date. I mean, Google Hangout is a wonderful tool. Skype is great.
Awesome. See, I feel like we are getting somewhere. This is good. This is really good. But being serious again, even though you make me laugh, I think that what you learned was really important and really great. Just to do what works for yourself, do what feels good for you. Everybody likes to give their fucking opinion. Everybody has one, like an asshole, Right. And it's kind of like, look, I value your advice, and that is just your opinion, but don't look at me with those sad eyes because I'm not living the life that you chose.
Right.
Some people want to get married. Some people are gay. Some people are straight. Some people want to date multiple people. Don't fucking put judgment. Leave everybody alone. And I'm going to tell you something else that I've learned. The most miserable people are always the ones that are trying to push their agenda because they don't want to see anybody else happy when they fucked up.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. I can see that for sure.
Don't you want to be like me with my 6 kids and my husband and my house? But she's crying and complaining every day because shit is wrong.
Right.
And yet you get to be single and wait for the love of your life. She didn't wait. She wanted the wedding. That's a problem.
Yeah, that is totally the problem. And even now, that was 6 years ago. I am past 35, and people are like, why aren't you married yet? What's wrong with you? And you don't have any kids? Oh my God.
Yeah, you're having fun.
The clock is ticking. And I'm like, guys, I have a pretty kick-ass life.
Yes, you have a good life.
And I'm not going to disrupt that with someone who's going to fuck all my shit up and I got to restart this shit. Are you kidding me? No, thank you. We're not doing that.
Yeah.
So
exactly.
Yeah, I have it to not justify my life, but just, really being no, I'm good where I am. I'm awesome because you're in my life. I'm awesome.
Yeah.
Why would I want to add somebody who's not going to add to that awesome? No.
That's right.
We're going to take our time and do this right.
A partner is supposed to add to what you already have and make it better. And that is what you do for them. If somebody subtracts, then why do you want that dead weight? You can do shitty alone.
Right.
I can give myself a bad day. I don't need any help. So
you think myself found a bad day. I don't need you to do that.
And you kind of did. You paid for all your stuff, and then you sat next to a racist. This was a terrible day. But
I've never seen him again.
Good.
I don't. I had someone ask me that if I ever saw him again. Like, and not even like, because, I live in the city, but it's pretty much a small town. Everyone knows everyone. I've never seen him again. Like, never ran into him again. Never saw someone that might look like him. Like, never again. So, like, he literally came into my sphere for a reason and then left that sphere. So, thank you, Pastrami, I think, for teaching me something in my life. But you are an ass. And I hope that whatever girl you ended up with, like, kicks your ass up and down the rest of your life.
I don't think that anybody has seen him around anymore because now he wears a hood. So maybe that's why nobody has seen him.
Oh, I see what you did there.
Boom. That was for you. LaTissa, thank you so much. This has been incredible. Thank you for sharing this story. And I really hope that other people out there see these flags and go, oh shit, I might be dating a racist, and just moves on. I feel like what you learned was important. Your whole story was important. And the fact that you stood up for yourself and was like, I'm not going to be a part of this. I think it was incredible. So thank you so much for sharing your story. You are amazing. And I think I'm going to have you on at some other time because I want to know about the stabbing thing that you brushed over. Okay.
Look, I grew up in the country, and sometimes you meet people that have been stabbed and shot. I mean, it's life.
Oh my goodness. That will be part 2. Thank you so much for being on the show.
You're welcome, sweetie.
I'll talk to you soon. Bye, love.
All right. Bye.
And now on to our new segment that we like to call Love Declassified, with a special report titled Hopefuls, read by the world-famous zoologist, Cat Lady.
Flying burrito, Raleigh. You were there at the bar yesterday having brunch and you were wearing a red blouse. Was curious if that was your husband you were with.
Was that your husband? Because if it is, it don't matter. I don't really think that he cares. I think he just wants to know if he has to like dodge or get out by a certain time.
Yeah, that's honestly how it reads.
Yeah, at the Flying Burrito.
I'll be perfectly honest. As I was reading it, I really expected it to go, was curious if that was your husband you were with. Because if not, that's a hot piece,
Yeah. Or because if not, I have a flying burrito for you. I'm just saying, like, that's... I mean, you can kind of tell if the person that they're with are,
Well, maybe, like, they were clearly a couple, but he's like, he draws the line at married,
Like I don't
dating,
mind.
sure.
Yeah.
Engaged,
I'm going to break
married.
you the fuck up.
Oh!
I'm going to take that engagement ring off that finger.
Okay.
But if you're married, no, I can't do it.
Like, what is that? Like, officially the property line?
I mean, I'm surprised he didn't, like, get her receipt and, like, write his number and be like, hit me on the DL.
Damn.
Red shirt lady at the Flying Burrito.
And yet another headless person.
Yeah, again, these headless women are getting some tail. Because you have all these other women running around with heads, they can't even get a date.
Nope.
But these headless women are getting men throwing ads at them left and right. Something seems very unfair.
Yeah.
Hey guys, if you were just headless, you'd find love too. Let's move on.
These unfair beauty standards. Lady at the light on Atlantic Avenue. This went by pretty quick, but we were at the light until you noticed I was looking, and I smiled and waved. You were having a cig. Just wondering if you're into younger guys and want to talk or something sometime.
You were driving a brandless car.
No, My favorite is, we were at the light until you noticed I was looking.
And then she hauled ass and she just went past the red light.
I smiled and waved.
As I watched you crash into the tree to get away from me. Because he doesn't say the light turned green. But she was smoking a cig.
She was just having her cigarette. He doesn't even mention her waving back.
This is what's happening.
Or like even
she's
looking
in her
at
car,
him.
right? And she's like rocking
really
out.
feeling herself. Yeah.
You know, she's like, yeah, Brittany, bitch, you know? And she's smoking her cigarette. And this guy is just watching her, you know? She can't even have a moment. Because we can never have a moment. Apparently, we're being watched if we're wearing yoga pants, we have no head, if we're smoking a cigarette, you know? And so he's just like watching her rock out. And she probably just looked over as you do to look left or right because you're driving your car.
Like a safe person.
And he doesn't even say, I waved or I tried to.
No,
you know.
he says that he waved. He just doesn't say that she even acknowledged the waving.
Oh my God.
Yeah, so he's like, I smiled and waved. And right after that, it's just you were having a cig. So
clearly, you are too young for her because you thought writing an ad after she didn't wave back.
No.
Was a clear indication that she wanted to talk to.
And he'd better be younger than her because like I don't know, I just feel like someone has to be much older than me for me to definitively and comfortably call them older than me.
Yeah. Hey buddy, you are already leading with an insult.
Yeah,
you could have just been like, hey, I hope you would date somebody like me. And then leave out the age because you just ruined your chances. You just ruined it. And then again, she has no head and she drives a car that has no color, no brand. Not, hey, you were in a Mercedes.
God, he didn't even mention her driving. She could have just been sitting on a bench on the sidewalk.
Right.
Yeah.
So what if she was like waiting for the bus?
Yep.
Well, at least he didn't offer her a ride.
That's true. We hope.
We hope you're okay.
Not one part of this was good.
Boo. Let's move on.
Harris Teeter in the candy aisle. Carrie. My soulful laugh with tears running vertical. All the knowledge and long hours of physical and mental testing and training was really probably for my own sanity. Though most are desensitized and intrigued by no thought, I glimpse at Father Time, and yes, time should be embarrassed, and the gratitude of breath and freedom is blind to most eyes. Master the world, or the world master you. Be knowledge of those who may not know their own worth. Never be blinded of your success. Do not contact me with unsolicited services or offers.
What was in his Snickers?
You're not you when you're hungry, man.
You're not you when you're hungry. Put down that Twix. Like, I don't understand what's happening in that candy. And how do tears fall normally? I just want to ask that because
my tears run horizontal.
Yeah,
how do yours run?
Yeah, same.
Oh,
yeah.
So this freak just has running vertical tears.
The moment that you read that, and I was like, wait, what? So he's having this like existential crisis in the middle of a candy aisle.
Just right in the Harris Teeter candy aisle.
So he's dumb for candy?
Yeah.
Or the candy makes him dumb? All the sugar blows my mind.
I genuinely...
Father Time is my Twix. Starburst is my creator. Twizzlers are my babies.
I cannot begin to
the
explain
way that
this one
the
to
nerds
you.
spill on the floor, like my dreams that I have never accomplished.
I have read so many of these.
I don't
so
understand.
Many.
Is this
And
like an ad to his future self?
This one, I think will haunt me for the rest of my life.
Did he spend too much money on candy? And now he is like,
there's no...
I curse you!
He just says Harris Teeter in the candy aisle. That's it. That's just the title. And then at no point does he mention it ever again. And you know, I'm sure you're sitting there and you're thinking, okay, well, maybe this is just quoted from something, right? And he was being funny, having a laugh.
Wrong.
Well, I looked it up.
It's not.
I copied that first line verbatim and I could not find it anywhere.
So he's just doing an ode to candy?
He just wrote this out. Like maybe it's a code, but a code for what? I don't know.
A code for he's eating too much sugar.
Maybe this is like part of an ARG for Hideo Kojima's new game.
Don't ever smoke and go to the candy aisle because this is going to happen to you.
Oh my God.
All of the candy wrappers are going to start to talk to you.
He wandered into the Beyond section
in Bed Bath & Beyond.
and just landed in the Harris Teeter candy aisle. Yeah.
Weird.
And he tripped.
I'm trying to understand what's happening here. And I feel like he just woke up, put on his black clothing, walked into the candy aisle.
Maybe this was Willy Wonka.
And said, I will write a sonnet or an ode to candy.
Imagine managing to write this whole thing and not mention sugar.
He says Father Time. Maybe he's talking about
sugar daddies?
A now and later because it takes forever to eat those things. You know, those Dippin' Dots. I don't know. Just Dippin' Dots. Lemon heads. You know, maybe they were too tart. got to his brain. Maybe he has like an intolerance to sugar and he doesn't know it. And when he pops one in, like he's like sucking on that Twix. Because that's what you do with a Twix. You suck on it. I don't know if you all know this.
If you're this guy, I'm sure you do.
He was having a moment.
God, imagine you're just in the Harris Teeter candy aisle. You're just trying to buy like some Reese's peanut butter
He
cups
just
for your
walks up
kid.
to you.
And he's just looking at the candy. He's just standing there in the aisle looking at the shelves. And all of a sudden you hear, so full laugh. Tears run over.
And then a plastic bag comes in and then he's like, it's so beautiful. All right, cat lady, get me out of this candy aisle. What's next?
Unfortunately, this is what I leave you with.
No! Yep. Okay, I guess I know which one my worst one is.
If I have to be haunted by this one, and I do mean haunted, like I've been laying up at night trying to figure out what it means, got nothing, so do you. And
yeah, I mean, like, if you can't fall asleep because, like, Kruger's gonna get you, this is a good thing to read first.
That's so true.
Right? I will never sleep again.
No.
Who is this person?
I don't know.
Who are his parents?
But he prays that we never be blinded of our success.
For chocolate. So clearly this one wins for the worst because it's the most confusing. It's not even to anybody.
No.
And
it somehow managed to beat Flying Burrito.
And
looking to date the lady, not with the husband, because that would be wrong, but with everything else.
And he just typed this up, guys. Let's just wrap our brain around it. And I'm swaying back and forth as I'm saying this. He literally sat in front of his computer
and you can't
smartphone
see it,
or his tablet.
But the line breaks and the use of punctuation are so strange. I don't even know how I would begin to describe it.
He wrote it upside down, which is why he wanted to describe the way his tears were falling.
Right.
And so he typed it upside down like a spider lady and was just like click, 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 click.
There's not one comma. So I hope I paused in all of the ways that he expected
He wanted
us
you to read it like a run-on sentence.
Oh, well, I can't do that.
And then for two art thou, and then candy, chocolate, chocolate, lemon heads. Twizzlers make me crazy.
The fish from SpongeBob.
Oh my God.
Chocolate.
Yeah, this is what's going on. So he wins, but he loses.
Yes.
And
wins so much.
Wins. And we all feel a little bit more shredded after hearing this.
Yeah.
I feel more bewildered about love and candy. And
love and candy.
Keep your Snickers away from me. I don't know what's in it. It doesn't satisfy. Get me out of here. Thank you, cat lady. That was rather elucidating. Thanks for joining us today, and we hope we made you feel a little bit better about that time you sold your car to move in with that out-of-work juggler you met online. Make sure to visit us on social media via @dumpforlove. That's DUMB4LOVE, or visit our website, dumpforlove.com. You can find all of these links in the About section of this podcast and episodes on all platforms. If you're enjoying Dump for Love, tell your friends, family members, ghosts, and coworkers about it. And don't forget to rate and subscribe on Apple Podcasts. Leave us a review, and if we love it, we'll read it on an upcoming episode. And our favorite one at the end of the season will get the honor of receiving Gene Morrison's world-famous brookies, just like Pop Pop, aka Abuelito used to eat. This is Gene Morrison signing off and reminding you that we are never too smart to be dumb for love.
Dump for Love is a Vex Network production. Copyright 2019 by the Vex Group, LLC. All rights reserved. Executive producers, Gene Morrison and Diego Paul Sanchez. Production and editing by the Vex Group. Additional writers, Aja Reyes, Jamie, Cat Lady, and Gene Morrison. Music by the Hush Brothers. Cover art, the Vex Group. Special guest, LaTissa. The word of the day is elucidating. Our new segment today was sourced from Craigslist Missed Connections. All rights reserved. Check us out on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram at Dumb for Love. Don't forget to subscribe and leave a review on all the platforms. And if you enjoy our show, tell your friends and donate to our coffee page. That's ko-fi.com/dumbforlove. For more information and all of these links, check out our website, dumbforlove.com.